Welcome, YouTube. This is Burning Metal. Tonight, we're going to have a little bit of fun. I'm your host, Tom. We're going to be talking about some Irish whiskey and fixed blades. Sounds like a good combo to me. Up here, you see a nice little sample bottle of Powers Irish whiskey. This happens to be their Irish rye. It says 100% Irish rye, so I'm assuming that it is a 100% rye mash bill. You can malt rye and you can make a 100% rye whiskey without the need of malted barley, which, bourbon, most whiskeys kickstart their mash with some malted barley. So Powers was one of the first whiskeys I fell in love with, and this will be interesting to dive into it. As you can see, I've already pre-sampled, took some nosing notes, some tasting notes, and behind there is a Kuby Model 231B, which is a black-coated blade. So we'll be talking about that and perhaps a few other knives as well. So I work in the alcohol industry, we'll say that. Been waiting for this Irish rye to show up. It's been listed for quite some time. Haven't got the big bottles in yet, but the sample bottles came in, which is fine because Powers was one of the very first companies to offer a sample size bottle. In fact, they make a expression that is available called 3 swallows, with 3 tiny birds, and a swallow is a tiny bird, and they used to have ads and advertisement referring to the fact that 3 little swallows could pick up a bottle and carry it away. So nice to see them offering this in a sample size, and Powers Gold now available in a sample size, one of the first whiskeys I really fell in love with. So with that said, cheers. Gonna do a little nosing and tasting of this, then we'll get on to talking about some of these fixed blade options which I've been carrying as of late thanks to the Tech Lock style belt clips. Have real Tech Lock and a few of these iterations of it coming from some of our lovely Chinese manufacturers in the Far East. Whether that chafes somebody's buttocks or not, don't really care. There's some really good quality Chinese knives out there, and really great American made knives. So with that said, let's great nose on this whiskey. Really sweet, minty spearmint earth. A nice gentle spice coming from it. Definitely a little bit of oak coming in the background on the nose. And let's go ahead and have a little sip and give you some tasting notes, and then get into these fixed blade carrying options. Yeah. Nice, pleasant sweetness. Good mouthfeel and viscosity. Of course, this is non-chill filtered. 86.2 proof, or should I say 43.2% alcohol by volume. 86.4 proof. Damn, really good. Impressed. Of course, Powers usually does impress me from their Powers Lane to the Powers Gold. I think I said it. This is one of the first whiskeys I really fell in love with. Good place to start if you're trying to explore the world of whiskey and you think most whiskeys are a little too harsh, abrasive, kick you in the teeth. Irish whiskeys have a nice, gentle side that really makes it easy for you to get into them. So, damn. Powers Irish rye. And so here we have the Kuby 231 black coated blade, Kydex sheath, really secure. That blade is not going anywhere. little bit of a different take on a tech lock. It's like a double locking mechanism. Push that over, and that is not opening up. And if we push this over, it will open up. So adjustable. You can do horizontal or vertical carry with these style clips. They hug the hip nice and tight and high on your belt loop, and very concealable. And of course, we have this lovely thumb ramp, so that pops off. Really nice. And of course, revealing this lovely Persian upswept blade, this lovely contoured and textured G10 handle scale, great jimping on the back, especially for reverse grip. Really works well. Very thick 5mm blade stock. This is handle heavy but well balanced. Great finger choil for choke up. Great ergonomics all around. And I just got this knife actually today, and really rides high and is very concealable. I work in the alcohol industry, retail, and carry pocket knives on me, and primarily they're utilitarian tools for opening, breaking down boxes, cutting open boxes for displays, and also, there is the controversy of carrying a knife for self-defense. And there are many great options for self-defense, I think, when it comes to a fixed blade. And you definitely have more confidence in its ability. But there are great folding options as well. But thanks to these Tech-Lock style Kydex sheath with a Tech-Lock style has really opened up the world of carrying fixed blades for me, and enjoy doing so more so than ever. So, hey, D2 blade steel, black finish, lovely upswept style Persian blade, super pointy. Love that. And this is one I would carry primarily for just in case, As I said, there is controversy about talking about knives for self-defense. And as I stated, I do work in retail. And if you're not aware, or many people may not know, that retail workers on average have a higher incidence of violence, assault, than pretty much anybody else out there. It may be more dangerous to work in retail than to be a cop, a firefighter, or whatever other profession is out there. It ranks up pretty high. So, and I know there's going to be those out there that say, rah, 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 you should carry a gun. Don't bring a knife to a gunfight. And rah, 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 rah. Well, I'm not going to argue, that point, because I think both have their applications, and both are completely valid, and depending upon the situation and the circumstances, fixed blade can be a great option, and so can carrying a firearm. So with that said, enough said, right? There are some really good beefy options if you wanted a fixed blade for self-defense, something like this Cold Steel SR1 Light. Great, beefy, thick, definitely confident with that triad lock. It's definitely going to hold up to a lot of abuse, and lovely Grivex texture, very affordable. These come to you at about $40 a pop. It's 8CR14 MOV, and I know a lot of people will poo-poo on that steel, but hey, I've had this for a while. I have processed, broke down a ton of boxes, packaging, displays, and this edge just held up pretty goddamn well. It's still a factory edge, so great option. There are many fixed blades, or I should say folding blades, that make great options in that regard. But like I said, these tech locks have really opened up a new world of carry for me, because I don't like belt dangling sheaths that really allow your blade to hang low and dangle around. And I think the aesthetics visibly to customers and other people may be a little off-putting, whereas something like this that goes into that tech lock and a Kydex sheath that rides high up is pretty well concealed, and have enjoyed it. So with that said, as of late, I've been carrying a lot more fixed blades, so no problem with it. Another great fixed blade that I've been carrying. This one's a little bit noisier, still a Kydex sheath. Got that tech lock style. This is the Grau 123. This is in 14C 28N Sandvik steel. I did a little bit of work to this. The Grau fit and finish on this was pretty damn good. I just didn't like how sharp some of these edges were, so I knocked them down, rounded them off on the old sanding belt. A little Dremel getting in on this finger choil was very sharp and not that comfortable. Took it down just enough to where it's still aggressive on that jimping, but a little bit more forgiving on those sharp edges. So great option, great looking Japanese style Tanto blade. A little bit larger by a hair than the Kuby, and this is the first Kuby I've owned. They make some great pocket knives, and I've looked at them. You just have to pick and choose. There's so many options out there these days, your head could spin. So Grau, really nice. I have some of their folding knives as well, which I've appreciated. And then we have the big bad boy, and I do like to carry this as well, but we have the Cold Steel Recon Tanto, and this is their Securex, a hard plastic, but it's really in there pretty secure. Not a lot of noise. Of course, this has a genuine tech lock from Blade Tech on it, and it's a little bit larger, a little bit not as concealable, rides up a little bit higher, but still a great option. And of course, this is the Cold Steel Sanmai Recon Tanto, and if the light will pick that up, you can see that line where the VG10 core on the edge meets with the, I believe, 440 stainless that wraps around it like a taco, the old steel taco. Great, grippy, very ergonomic handle. Definitely another great fixed blade option. So there we go. I have a few more fixed blades I've been carrying, some Krambits, but I have come to really appreciate carrying these, and as of late, mainly carried folding pocket knives. From here and there, I would carry a fixed blade, but not too much at work, just for the reasons as stated earlier. Don't want a big dangling scary, intimidating knife hanging off my hip. So it is what it is. Hopefully you guys can comment, give me some feedback, your thoughts. Definitely enjoy collecting, carrying knives, drinking some good whiskey. And if you guys enjoy this, give me a like, give me a subscribe, give me some feedback. I'll keep working on some of these videos and trying to knock them out. Just playing and thinking about the format. I've had a few YouTube channels, I should say. Made some videos, had some mild success, reviewing whiskey and, of course, action figures and other things. But some of the best videos I ever did were some combo videos. I guess I should call them where I reviewed a whiskey and a blade, or played with that format. So going forward, maybe that's what we'll do. I'm Tom. I'll get to know you guys here. The show channel is Burning Metal, kind of a kickback to an old thing for me, but the metal that's always burning a hole in my pocket is what we're going to be talking about, along with some good whiskey late at night when the dogs and the missus are asleep and I can record and it's nice and quiet with no disturbances. So, hey, hope you guys are happy, safe. Have a nice day. Skål.